Good morning, everyone. It's Ursula from Uniquely Ursy. It is the morning at 6 a.m., the day after my beta. It's June 16th, and I have the results. I got the results of my beta test yesterday, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to record it because I had to end up having to call my fertility clinic, CNY, to get the results. When I checked the patient portal yesterday afternoon, they did have my progesterone results posted, and that was my progesterone was a 54, but they didn't have my HCG beta result. So I had to get on the phone. I couldn't wait any longer. I've been strong this whole time, 9 days since my transfer. I did not take any home pregnancy test. And I called that afternoon, CNY, and the nurse got on the line, finally got through. And she said, yes, we have your HCG result. And she gave me the number. So first, let's do a little recap. So I have my transfer, and I transferred a day 5 embryo. And I want to show you, here's a picture of my embryo. So you can see that. That's my little MB right there, my little baby. And so when I got through for the nurse, she was like, "Oh yes, let me look in the records, and we did get your HCG results." And I was put on hold, and oh my goodness, it seemed like the longest wait because my heart was dropping. It was just like, "Oh God, please!" As I mentioned in my previous video, these past 9 days, I've been feeling what I think was implantation and symptoms. Starting around day 4 or 5, when implantation should occur, I transferred a day 5 embryo. So 4 or 5 days after my transfer, I start having intense cramping on my right side, especially that on that 5th day. The morning of the 5th day after my transfer, I start feeling nausea, feeling queasiness off and on all day. I get nausea every day. I've been having every day since. Really intense in the mornings and at night sometimes. And on the night before my beta, I also had some very intense cramping for about 45 minutes off and on my right side as well. So I looked at it as very good symptoms. Also, I noticed that I've been having extreme fatigue ever since my transfer. Like I can't stay awake past 8:39. I'm knocked out cold, and I wake up in the middle of the night, go pee, go back to bed, and I'm up again like around 6. So the nurse got back on the line, and she said, "Yes, we have your results," and she said that that you are definitely pregnant. Your test came back positive. So I have a copy of the results. My HCG beta was 40. Can you see that? 40. That was my HCG level. I highlight there. So my first beta yesterday, June 15th, came back positive. As I mentioned, my progesterone level was a 54. So that was great. Initially, the Friday prior to that, on my midway labs, my progesterone was 57.3. And as I mentioned, I have never had levels so high. The highest my progesterone has ever gotten was 24.1. And then it would drop to like 20, 19. And then when it gets in the teens and lower, like the embryo didn't stay, it was a failed. So anyway, as I got this robe on, but underneath I got a shirt because this girl right here is gonna be a mom. Yes, it worked, little embryo. It took, yes. So we are rejoicing. I mean, I just bursted out in tears. The minute I got the call, she said, "You're definitely pregnant." She said, we like to see a 50, but 40, she said, "You're definitely pregnant." She said, "We do, they put an order in my patient portal. They want me to take a second beta on Friday. And they said, ideally, they want to see that it doubles. So tomorrow we'll have my beta. My prayer is that my beta will come back at 100 or higher. But it's positive, strong positive, which I've never experienced before. So I am so excited. I'm elated. When I got off the phone, I called my family and friends. Well, I called my family, and well, just one part, my sister and a very, very close friend who's been sharing the journey with me. And the minute I said it out my mouth that it's positive and I'm pregnant, I burst into tears. And I just started walking in my house and just crying and praising God because I couldn't believe it until I actually spoke it. I mean, I've been manifesting it and confessing it the whole entire time. I mean, for years, I've been saying that I'm going to be pregnant, but to actually hear the nurse say it and hearing those words that you are pregnant, and then telling my close friend who knows how long, and my TTC sister who has been sharing, the journey, the heartaches, the tears, the happiness, keeping my spirits up high. Like I just burst into tears. So in a way, I'm glad that I wasn't able to record that moment because some things should just be cherished and private for for yourself and for those close people that are meant to know. But to this morning, I am sharing with you all because, as I mentioned, I'm very strong and I have not taken any pregnancy tests. But since I know that my beta came back positive, I want to go ahead and take a test. So I'm going to switch my camera around and I'm going to have everything laid out. I'm going to show you my test and then we're going to go ahead and do the sample and we'll look at the results and see my positive pregnancy test together. So, one second.